if you think about it, pizzas are really like badly put in a box, like really flat and big. But if you get a pizza and cut it into slices, stack them, and then put them in a box, then this could be your whole pizza box.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Come on.
Get all cheese on your underside of your pizza.
Yeah, but it will be so warm because it's compact. It's less area per volume. People know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Hi everyone, hope you're well. I've got a cold, so I hope you're doing better. But we also got SkyBean sensor chase cam, and I've been wanting to try one for quite a while. So thank you Pharaoh, thank you SkyBean for sending us one. So we thought we'd put this together and go out and fly it. Disclaimer, chase cams or any stuff you're messing around with your glider is dangerous. This is a tangle hazard, just like having cameras on your helmets and things flapping around. Careful, do it at your own risk. Having said that, let's do it. Right, so let's see what we've got. There's SkyBean has lots of tutorials on how to put these together and how to use them, so I won't go over that. But we have some cords to put the thing together. I think this is the bungee cord that it actually attaches to the wing. I've got the universal mount because I'm going to be using the Osmo Action. Some, I don't know, Velcro rings. And the blades or feathers or wings themselves. A user guide, which is quite nice, and some stickers. Anyway, let's get this to the side and start assembling. Right, so the main body is done. All goes together with just lines and knots, and I've got the universal version because I'm going to be using the Osmo Action, so I'm going to have to attach a mount to this, and they come with those like double-sided sticky stuff, and this is an SLA print, so I'm just going to roughen it up a little bit so it's not so oily and there's a little bit more grab for the adhesive. Put the lines to hold it on the side, attach it to the cord, and I think that's it. I think we're ready to go out and try it.
Go on then, walk up.
Oh, sorry.
You prat.
Well, there's some bad news. The wind is quite light and is quite a bit sideways, so we might be able to get some top to bottoms, but it might be a bit hard to get any more than that today. We'll see. Right, so we got the wing laid out and we got to attach this to the wing. They recommend hanging this from the middle of the wing and as far back as possible without being on the brakes. So in this wing it will be the D's, the upper D's. This is the brake, this is the D. I think this is how you adjust it. I'll take some of it out, probably make it too short to start with, and then
see what happens. Right, can't forget to turn this guy on. Cool. And there are a few different ways to launch with this. You can launch with this on you or on the ground. I'm not really sure how it ground handles, but I would expect that it probably doesn't have enough wind speed to keep this off the ground. But I suppose the best thing is just to try it. So that's too short. If you let go, what happens? You grab it, make sure it doesn't pick up.
It's like having a little guy flying behind you.
I know, it's weird. It might be a little bit too short, but I might try it anyway. But it's kind of funny having a little guy just dangling there.
Probably filming loads of rubbish.
Yeah. Right, I think I'm gonna go for it. Actually not that hard.
Where is it then? Don't tell me you lost it. Did you take it off to bring it back up?
I took it off, it's in the back. It was alright. I mean, it's nice having the little guy flying next to you, but it's very smooth and kind of light wind, so I think things might get a bit more rowdy if your takeoffs are not perfect and it kind of swings forward and catches on the lines. But yeah, I might try that again. And actually we can look at the footage. I'm fairly centered, but I think it's pointing down a bit too much. Instead of faffing around with the lines, what I'm gonna do is, instead of having it like this straight, I'm just gonna point it up as much as I can, which is that little bit, which might compensate it enough. In fact, do you mind installing it for me?
Yeah, of course.
It might be a bit easier.
On a day with the cold, the last thing you want is to be trudging up a hill,
Especially when the camera wasn't recording.
What do you mean?
When you press record and then you try to switch screens, it cuts the camera.
Oh, no way.
So it didn't record. So maybe exercise is a way to clear your lungs of the colds. think it's pretty cool. I think having the bungee cord definitely helps, and having the rock steady on the Osmo massively helps, because we had one run without it by mistake.
Recording.
And yeah, it's all wobbly. Actually, this is what it looks like, so completely different. Do you want to have a go?
I'll try. Not with that.
Without this.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going for it. Nice. Look at that. I think she's been keeping it up for like 10 minutes. It's ridiculous. But
lovely and smooth, really
the wind
nice
is
and smooth.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks for SkyBean for sending us one of these. I think especially on the days where you're more certain that you're gonna fly, conditions are really good, so you don't always have to set up and unset up. If you fly for half an hour, this would be really nice. Obviously, you'd have a lot of footage to edit afterwards, but yeah, some really cool shots. Let us know if you want a review of the Osmo Action, which is like a GoPro type action camera. And as always, we want to thank all these lovely people on Patreon for supporting the channel. It wouldn't be possible to do these videos without them. And if you enjoy the content, check us out on Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yes.
Too far.
I'm blessed. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was beautiful.